arms up high, reach for the sky. Let's sing and move along to the silly, silly Ram-Sam song. Oh, Ram-Sam-Sam, oh, Ram-Sam-Sam, gooly, 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 Ram-Sam-Sam. Oh, Ram-Sam-Sam, oh, Ram-Sam-Sam, gooly, 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 Ram-Sam-Sam. Oh, Ravi, gooly, 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 Ram-Sam-Sam. Oh, Ravi, gooly, 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 Ram-Sam-Sam. Arms up high, reach for the sky. If you wanna be a Ram-Sam master, you've got to go a little faster. Oh, Ram-Sam-Sam, oh, Ram-Sam-Sam, gooly, 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 Ram-Sam-Sam. Oh, Ram-Sam-Sam, oh, Ram-Sam-Sam, gooly, 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 Ram-Sam-Sam. Oh, Ravi, gooly, 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 Ram-Sam-Sam. Oh, Ravi, gooly, 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 Ram-Sam-Sam. Arms up high, reach for the sky. If you wanna be a Ram-Sam master, you've got to go a little faster. Oh, Ram-Sam-Sam, oh, Ram-Sam-Sam, gooly, 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 Ram-Sam-Sam. Oh, Ram-Sam-Sam, oh, Ram-Sam-Sam, gooly, 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 Ram-Sam-Sam. Oh, Ravi, gooly, 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 Ram-Sam-Sam. Oh, Ravi, gooly, 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 Ram-Sam-Sam. Arms up high, reach for the sky. If you wanna be a Ram-Sam master, you got to go a little faster. Oh, Ram-Sam-Sam, oh, Ram-Sam-Sam, gooly, 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 Ram-Sam-Sam. Oh, Ram-Sam-Sam, oh, Ram-Sam-Sam, gooly, 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 Ram-Sam-Sam. Oh, Ravi, gooly, 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 Ram-Sam-Sam. Oh, Ravi, gooly, 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 Ram-Sam-Sam. Arms up high, reach for the sky. If you wanna be a Ram-Sam master, you got to go a little faster. Oh, Ram-Sam-Sam, oh, Ram-Sam-Sam, gooly, 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 Ram-Sam-Sam. Oh, Ram-Sam-Sam, oh, Ram-Sam-Sam, gooly, 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 Ram-Sam-Sam. Oh, Ravi, gooly, 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 Ram-Sam-Sam. Oh, Ravi, gooly, 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 Ram-Sam-Sam. Arms up high, reach for the sky. If you wanna be a Ram-Sam master, you got to go a little faster. Oh, Ram-Sam-Sam, oh, Ram-Sam-Sam, gooly, 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 Ram-Sam-Sam. Oh, Ram-Sam-Sam, oh, Ram-Sam-Sam, gooly, 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 Ram-Sam-Sam. Oh, Ravi, gooly, 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 Ram-Sam-Sam. Oh, Ravi, gooly, 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 Ram-Sam-Sam. Arms up high, reach for the sky. If you wanna be a Ram-Sam master, you got to go a little faster. Oh, Ram-Sam-Sam, oh, Ram-Sam-Sam, gooly, 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 Ram-Sam-Sam. Oh, Ram-Sam-Sam, oh, Ram-Sam-Sam, gooly, 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 Ram-Sam-Sam. Oh, Ravi, gooly, 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 Ram-Sam-Sam. Oh, Ravi, gooly, 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 Ram-Sam-Sam. Arms up high, reach for the sky. Now you're a Ram-Sam master, you're a Ram-Sam master.
Good evening, everyone. I am Carl James Y. Florentino.
And I'm RG Boy Donaire.
I am China Bodiongan.
I am Beldua.
And I am Hannah Jean B. Obedencio.
And now, we're discussing about cultural and global issues affecting communication. So, today, we're discussing how cultural differences shape our cultural identity. We'll explore different factors like gender, age, race, religion, and more. We'll also talk about how understanding these differences can improve our communication across cultures.
We all belong to different social groups that define who we are, whether it's our gender, race, or even nationality. Our culture is the lens through which we see and interpret the world around us. For example, the way we interpret symbols, like how handshake can mean greeting in one culture, but might be inappropriate in another, comes from our cultural background.
Influences of gender. Gender plays a big role in shaping how we act and communicate. In the US, men are often seen as being more problem-solving oriented, focusing on resolve. Women, on the other hand, might lean more toward building relationships. For instance, in a workplace setting, an American might be very direct on focus and getting things done quickly. In contrast, an American woman may take more time to build rapport before making decisions. These differences in communication can sometimes lead to misunderstanding unless we are aware of them.
Influences of age. How we view age is also shaped by culture. In the US, youth is often celebrated. People spend a lot of cosmetic procedures to look younger and stay relevant. But in the other cultures, like Asian or Muslim cultures, aging is something to be respected. Elders are often seen as wise and their opinions hold great weight. For example, in Japan, it's common for younger people to show deep respect to elders through action like bowing, a reflection of the value placed on age.
Racial and ethnic identity. Racial and ethnic identities are constructed through shared history and experiences. In many cases, these identities are shaped by history of oppression or discrimination. In the U.S., for example, African Americans often share a collective memory of slavery and segregation, which influences their attitude toward issues like affirmative action today. If someone we are marginalized ethnic groups sees policies aimed at increasing workplace diversity, they might support it because of the shared struggle for equality.
Religious is another powerful force in shaping identity. Conflicts often arise due to religious differences, as we can see in places like the Middle East or between India and Pakistan, closer to home in Mindanao. The conflict between Muslim and Christian communities has deep roots in religious identity. A more everyday example of this, if you've ever seen religious symbols like the cross in Christian communities or the crescent in Islamic communities, these symbols are powerful markers of identity and belief. They can unite people but also cause division if misunderstood.
Socioeconomic identity. Your economic status often shapes how you see the world and how the world sees you. For example, the growing gap between the wealthy and the middle lower class means people from different economic backgrounds may have completely different perspectives on issues like healthcare or education. Imagine a billionaire discussing tax cuts for the rich versus a person from a lower income background fighting for affordable healthcare. Their experience shaped their views on what is fair or necessary.
National identity. National identity refers to where we come from and our legal citizenship. But here's the tricky part, even if someone is legally a citizen, people might still see them as foreign because as their race or ethnicity. For instance, a person might have been born in the US, but if they are Asian descent, some might assume they're not truly American. A Pew survey showed that only 13% of Australians believe you must be born in the country to be considered a true national, but in Japan, 50% think birthplace is essential.
Ethnocentrism and cultural relativism. Now let's talk about ethnocentrism. This is the belief that your culture is the best and others are inferior. Think about phrases like they're taking our jobs, which often come from people who feel that their group is being threatened by another culture. In contrast, cultural relativism means you understand that different cultures have different norms and values, and you try to see behaviors from their perspective, not your own. If you travel to Japan and see people bowing as a greeting, instead of thinking that's strange, you might appreciate it as a sign of respect in their culture.
Stereotypes and prejudice. Stereotypes are mental shortcuts we use to categorize people. For example, thinking that all Italians are passionate or all Asians are good at math. These ideas are oversimplified and rarely true for everyone. Prejudice goes deeper is when we feel negatively or positively about a group based on these stereotypes. A common example is racial profiling, where people are treated unfairly just because they belong to a particular racial group.
Improving intercultural communication. To be better communication across culture, we need to follow some basic guidelines. First, don't expect everyone to think or act the same way as your own culture. Second, recognize how your upbringing and education may have created biases. Third, commit to learning about other culture, their communication styles, and preferences. Commitment to multiculturalism. Finally, here are some promises we can all make to improve our intercultural communication skills. So first, seek information from people of other cultures. Second, try to understand their perspectives even if they differ from your own. Third, be mindful of the context with communication across cultures. Fourth, be flexible and open-minded. Don't expect everyone to communicate on your own. Cultural differences greatly influence our identity and the way we see the world. To navigate the globalized world, we must embrace diversity, practice cultural relativism, and continuously work on improving our intercultural communication skills.
Alright!